Welcome. Whoops. I should have my eye in. That's what I should have. Welcome. Today I want to talk about a very special card. It's a very powerful card. I'm talking about the cancer card. And if you've been recently diagnosed with cancer, you've been given this card. Here's your cancer card. Sorry to hear about it. Here's your cancer card. Good luck. So what is the cancer card? The cancer card is a universal get out of jail free card. It allows you to get out of any obligation that you just don't want to do for any reason. Doesn't even have to be cancer related. You just have to not want to do it. Because now you have the best excuse in the world. I have cancer. So, how does it work? I'll give you an example. The boss calls you up at home, says, hey, big day tomorrow. You need to come in early because we have a big 3-hour meeting to prepare for. It's going to be a Zoom meeting with our overseas clients. And then afterwards, you're going to need to stay in late because we got a lot of catch up to do because the next day is also a big day. So be there. And you say, I can't, I'm sorry. Your boss is like, what? What do you mean you can't? And you say, I was recently diagnosed with cancer. In fact, I was diagnosed yesterday. Oh, why didn't you say anything? This is terrible. I can't imagine what you're going through right now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. We'll handle it on our end. You don't worry about anything. Your only job is to take care of you, right? You take care of you. That's your job. Yes, I will take care of me. And off you go. I can't go to your mother-in-law's tonight. I have cancer. I don't really want to go to that wedding. I'm not up to it. I have cancer. I can't do jury duty. I was just diagnosed with cancer. Believe me, no lawyer wants to have a juror that just got diagnosed with cancer on the juror because everyone knows your head's not in the game. So that's its job. The job of the cancer card is to create space in your life for you to adjust to this new reality, to get your affairs in order. Because when you get diagnosed with cancer, when the doctor says, hey, it looks like cancer, your mind is blown. You're in a tailspin. You're facing your mortality a lot sooner than you had planned to, right? It accelerates everything. So cancer comes in and just displaces your emotional and intellectual space like you wouldn't believe. You become forgetful. Simple things can be kind of hard because you can't concentrate. You could start a sandwich and walk away from it. You could pour a bowl of cereal and then come back later and go, why is this bowl of soggy cereal doing here? Oh, yeah, I must have made that 2 hours ago, but I didn't eat it. You get in your car and you forget where you're driving. That's what cancer's like. And everyone knows that. So use it. Now, you may be thinking, isn't that kind of exploiting my cancer? Isn't that kind of selfish? Isn't that kind of manipulative? No, it's none of those things. Why? Because society gives you that cancer card. It didn't fall out of the sky. It's a social contract. Society acknowledges how devastating cancer is to somebody's life. They know this is hard. They know you need the time and space to adjust to this new reality. So they give you this cancer card to use, to help you stabilize your life, and get your affairs in order and adjust to this new reality. It's a gift. Society gives you this gift, and they expect you to use it. Now, we've all seen people that didn't use their cancer card, right? They get diagnosed with cancer, and then they just act like nothing's different. So they get diagnosed with cancer, and they show up to work the next day, and the boss is like, "What are you doing here? I thought you got diagnosed with cancer yesterday." And you're like, "Oh, yeah, I did, but got to suck it up, and, life goes on, and got to hustle and get back to the grind." Your boss is not impressed. Your boss doesn't think you're a hero. Your boss thinks you're crazy. What is this guy doing here? He told me he had cancer yesterday, and he's at work? Your coworkers start talking. "Hey, doesn't he have cancer?" "Yeah, he does." "What is he doing here? Is he in denial? Is something wrong?" That's what it's like when you don't play your cancer card. That's how high the expectations are. Society wants you to play it. If you don't, they think something's wrong with you. Because why are you living like nothing's changed when everything has changed? So use it. Because not only is it expected, but it will expire, right? Now, if you just get cancer, then it gets worse, and you die, you get to play that card forever. Believe me, it does not expire. In fact, it probably becomes more powerful as you get closer to, once you enter hospice and you're on your last leg, believe me, that cancer card the deck is endless. You got an unlimited number of cancer cards. But hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Hopefully you get better. And if you get better, that card expires. And you're supposed to put it back into the deck. You don't hoard an expired card. It's bad form. You look like an asshole if you do, right? You can't be surfing every day and working out at the gym and everything's going great, and then just because you don't want to do something, you go, "Well, I got cancer." Because people are like, "Do you? I mean, wasn't that like 6 months ago? And then you had the surgery and then the 6 weeks of chemo and your scans have been clean. And I mean, I saw you pull 400 pounds on your deadlift yesterday. So, right? It's uncomfortable. You can't be playing your cancer card past expiration. It's got to go back in the deck so society can give it to somebody else who now has cancer because you're better. So how do I know all this? I know this because I was diagnosed with ocular melanoma in my left eye on New Year's Eve. That's right, this is a prosthetic. Looks pretty real. If we were in a restaurant and we were just talking, right, and we were thinking about things like, "Well, yeah, I went here and, oh, maybe I'll order this," or, I don't know. You would think, you wouldn't think anything of it. You'd think that's a normal eye. But it's a fake eye, custom made for me. Now, diagnosed on New Year's Eve. Tumor was very big. Eye was not worth saving. Tumor was too big. Radiation would have killed the tumor, but destroyed my eye in the process. So I would have had a dead tumor in a diseased eye that probably had glaucoma and cataracts. Or I could have it removed and start fresh and get that tumor out of my head and not have to babysit a diseased eye. So that's what I chose. So by February 22nd, I'm having my eye taken out. That's pretty fast, right? I'm getting my eye taken out while I'm still adjusting to the cancer diagnosis. 6 weeks later, I have a prosthetic. And then I'm back to surfing and doing everything like I always have. So I'll show you the prosthetic right now real quick, which looks like this. Custom made just for me, hand painted just for me to match my eye. So I get my first scans, and it looks like there's some lesions of indeterminate nature in my liver. Follow-up scans largely confirmed that they're benign and they're probably cysts or other scar tissue. Why am I getting my liver scanned when my tumor is in my eye? Here's the gift that keeps on giving. Ocular melanoma has a bad habit of leaking cancerous cells out of your eye into your bloodstream. And once there, they go looking for a home, and they never die. So everyone who has ocular melanoma has a lifelong risk of metastasization in the liver or lungs. Once it gets in the liver, it's hard to root out. It's kind of a game of whack-a-mole while you try to stay alive as long as you can while you keep trying to dig out and kill these tumors. Now, it gets even better. I'm a class 2, right? There's 1A, 1B, and class 2. Class 2 is the most aggressive genetic signature for this cancer, which means I have a 72% chance of metastasization in my liver or lungs in the next 5 years. 72% chance the next 5 years. So that means I'm getting an MRI liver scan every 3 months for the next 5 years minimum. They're actually going to happen my whole life. This is a forever thing. So we're trying to catch any cancer that pops up in my liver or lungs nice and early with an MRI scan every 3 months and a CT torso scan every 6 months. This is my life, waiting for the other shoe to drop. However, I'm technically cancer-free. The tumor's been removed, and my liver scans are clean. I'm surfing every day, very healthy, picking up pickleball now with my friends who are doing it when the waves are flat. So my cancer card expired. I put it back in the deck for somebody else to pull out when they get cancer, right? You give the card back once it's expired because somebody else needs to use it. We can't all be using our cancer cards forever. So you can't keep playing it. If you do, you're going to look like an asshole. And you'll kind of know when you've overplayed it. You're in remission, you're healthy, you're hitting the gym, you're doing your favorite activities, you're going to concerts, you got a big smile on your face. You can't pull out the cancer card just because you don't want to do something. No, I can't go to that event. You know, cancer. Your friends and everyone else you know are going to be like, really? How long are you going to be doing this? It's been 6 months. Your scans are clean. I just saw you at the gym the other day, deadlifting 400 pounds for reps. So, do you have cancer? Like, really? So, don't overplay the cancer card. You look like an asshole. Now, if your cancer continues to get worse, you can keep playing it. And if you end up in hospice, shoot, just play the whole deck every day. There's no limit. You have an unlimited number of plays on your cancer card. So use it. Nobody's going to challenge you. So I hope you have something to think about. I hope you never have to have the cancer card. If you do, I hope it expires in the very best way, which means you got better and you put it back in the deck for somebody else to use when they get cancer. So thank you.